Hello and welcome to my Steam Link review. This is a bad unit. This is a bum unit. So if anyone else got a unit that works 100% flawlessly, perfectly, take this review for a grain of salt. However, there are multiple other people reviewing websites, people who have individually purchased this product, who also say I am suffering from the same thing as they are. This is the Steam Link. If you are not familiar with the Steam Link, it is a small streaming device to where you fire up Steam on your computer and you can cast it to a different television, much like the Chromecast or set-top boxes that allow you to stream content to your TV without it being a smart TV. This essentially was supposed to do the same exact thing. Unfortunately, it does not work, and I will elaborate on that later. But I want to show you what it is. Now, I'm not going to take everything out of the box. I've already looked at it. It's pretty boring. It comes with an HDMI, an Ethernet cable, and a power cord, along with 3 power adapters for whatever reason. Even though I'm in the Americas, I'm not sure why they decided to put the 3 power adapters in my box. Maybe they did it with every box to not screw the orders up. Who knows? Point is, they included power adapters and converters and things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look. So, as I said before, I'm only going to be looking at the device here because, again, there's no real reason to look at the rest of the parts. On the back side, you have one HDMI, you have an Ethernet, 2 USB ports, a power adapter, and another USB port. I would assume that this would be for a controller on the side, so that it would give you a little bit more breathing room, and you wouldn't maybe be pulling this if it was on the back side, like right here. On the front left side, you can see the Steam logo, just in case you forgot what product you're using. And on the sides, we have stupid gloss. That's a giant fingerprint magnet. Even though the protective strips are still on it, it's still a mass fingerprint magnet. It sucks, dude. Gloss sucks. Matte finish on the top, matte finish on the back, gloss on the sides, yeah! Whatever. Well, anyways, this is a bum product, and I will explain why. So, what ended up happening is that the idea is to just fire up Steam on your computer and cast it to this on your network. You're not going to be using this across the country with someone else's Steam. There's no, like, streaming it to different PCs that are outside your home. This is on your own network. You can use this wirelessly or wired, and it has Bluetooth support also, but that's not really that big of a deal because you can also plug in your USB controllers and you can configure stuff with USB dongles and things like that. It just has the support there in case you want it. So the main problem arises when you try to actually connect it. I fired this up and I used a wired connection first off. As soon as I started it up, it already updated. But one big issue I have with this device is that there's no power button on it. There's no power button. There's no way to manually shut it off, hard shut it off. There's no way to really open it up either. As you can see, there's hard rubber on the bottom that would prevent it from sliding around. But there's no way to access the screws and just cut it off manually. Even unplugging it, there's still a battery in there for certain things, I would assume. The problem goes from when you connect it to your computer. I disabled not only my firewall, but all my security programs. I disabled my VPN. I did everything that everyone suggested, and it still refused to connect on a wired connection directly to the router. From my computer directly to the router to this directly to the router, it refused to see my computer on for more than a few seconds. It would constantly say, hey, your computer's available. Hey, your computer's asleep. It's offline. When Steam was sitting right here, my computer's on. Now, my biggest issue with this is that most people have had this same problem, the same exact issue I've been having. And they've said, oh, I changed my server and it works perfectly. Oh, I did this, that, and the other and it works perfectly. But here's the thing. This is supposed to be a set-top box that's supposed to make your life about 1,000,000 times easier, right? Steam's trying to come into the living room, right? That's the whole point of this. make it easy for you to play your Steam games on your TV. And with the way it was set up, it was a plug and play. It took me no less than 10 button presses to get everything set up very easily. With a wired connection, you don't even have to enter a password. You just plug your controller in. It has instant support for the 360, so I was good to go as soon as I plugged the controller in, and I was able to control everything and do everything I needed to do, just like it was nothing. However, the problem was that it would refuse to connect to my computer on a wired connection. It refused to connect to my computer on a wireless connection. So, we had a serious issue. I couldn't play my games. I couldn't stream my games. I couldn't do anything with it other than just look at it, and yeah, that's about it. Troubleshooting it did not work. I tried this on another PC. It did not work. I tried it on a laptop. It did not work. No matter what I did with it, it just refuses to work. So I feel that it has a bad NIC inside of it, a network card. I think something has gone wrong with the NIC. I think maybe they've got bad shipments with terrible NICs in them, because multiple people have said the same exact thing. But I shouldn't have to do the research to fix this thing. Maybe it's just mine. Maybe this one was just a bum system. But with the posts, the reviews, the things I've been hearing about it, they're just all bad. Not a single person has said, this is the perfect streaming device that I have seen. I have seen most people say it works great when it works. And that's about it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm missing the great reviews for this, but in my own personal experience, this didn't work. And the worst part about it is that Steam allows you to stream to other PCs also. So like if you have a super powerful PC, you can stream to another PC instead of having to use that PC's onboard graphics or whatever. Maybe it's subpar graphics chip. Like I have an old laptop, so it would be hard for me to play older games on my laptop, but hey, thanks to the streaming thing, I can use my beefy PC here to stream to my laptop, and it works out just fine. I've done this to my PC upstairs also. Now my PC upstairs has a 750 Ti in it, but before it had crappy graphics, and so Jen would play her games up there, and I would stream it from my PC, and I never had an issue. I never once had an issue. I never had an issue with being able to stream views onto my 360 or PS3 also. So I know it's not my network. I know I don't have issues with anything of that sort. Even with my NAT disabled, all my security protocols disabled, everything, it still refused to work. So, my review of the Steam Link. It doesn't work. It's not good. I'm going to have to get a refund for this because it's absolute crap, man. I paid $50 for this, and not only did it not play a single game, but it gave me grief for several hours as I tried to troubleshoot it. Absolutely terrible, and a terrible foray into the PC living room Steam. If this is what I'm to expect from Steam machines and Steam boxes, I will not be interested in that. I would way rather just build a PC and connect it to the living room rather than spending $50 on this piece of junk. Good Lord, for 50 bucks, you know, I could have gotten probably a pretty decent used laptop from quite some time ago and just streamed to it, hooked it up to my TV, and used that instead. I mean, maybe that's a little bit cheap, but I've seen people build computers for under 200 bucks, and with Steam's streaming ability, I could stream just to that computer and hook it up to my TV. Doesn't have to be the best computer in the world, it'll play my games on my TV. I don't need to waste money on this junk. So that's my review of the Steam Link, guys. I'm sorry I wasn't able to go in depth with it. I'm sure there's other people who got good versions of the Steam Link. Maybe they worked, maybe they didn't. But as I said, I tried all the options available to me. I tried to troubleshoot it multiple times. I am going to just get a refund for this. If you have something to add into this, if you have something to say about the Steam Link, please let me know in the comments below. And as for me, I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. Good gaming, and as always, God bless.
And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games, enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics, from net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases. The Mavericks are always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today, so don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!